Now it is the most talked about movie of the year. In fact, the biggest movie to be filmed in Melbourne ever. Better Man. It is blowing up everywhere. In fact, my girlfriend yesterday, she's gone to see it 3 times because I wanted to go again. And she's like, I've already gone 3 times. And we love this man because it's all about him. He is the better man himself. Robbie Williams joining us on the show to co-host. How are you going, Robbie?
Hey, what an intro. I am pretty decent, though I'm in South Africa and I have been in New York, Los Angeles, Melbourne, Sydney, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, and then all of Europe, and I haven't stopped. So considering I should be having a nervous breakdown, I'm doing all right.
Well, Fev just pointed this out before. This might be the first time we've ever had you on the show and you haven't been in bed.
Yeah.
Because we always tell all our other guests, unless you are lying in bed with your pajama bottoms on, that's about as relaxed as we get. And that's Robbie Williams.
Well, let me tell you. So literally, I've just got off the back of COVID. So I get off the plane from New York and I went to bed and I stayed there for 3 days. And, you know, lying in your own COVID mess is not good for your mental health. Now, what did happen half an hour ago is that I went into another room while they came in and fixed my bed. And I've just walked back through from the other room and doing this interview. And now I'm upset that I just didn't get straight into bed to do this interview.
Now, Robbie,
I'm only pretending to be a grown-up for you for 5 minutes.
Now, Robbie, I went to see this film just before Christmas, and I was really excited because you are my favourite, and I've interviewed you plenty of times before. And I was really interested in seeing a monkey play you, and I didn't know how that was going to work, and I knew you did it in Melbourne. But just off the top, I absolutely loved the film.
Cried in it.
I cried. I don't ever cry, and I cried, and
You got him.
Josiah was a witness to that. You got me. But it sort of reminded me a little bit about myself. You were so, as a kid growing up, your relationship with your father, your love of jazz, and then going into all the struggles that you had and having to act out, and it's not the way you had really felt inside. You had to portray yourself as someone else, but then you became yourself. And it was pretty similar to what I went through in my life and the mental demons that I had to play. And you really hit home to people that have issues in their life. And I think if someone is depressed or has anxiety with certain things, go along and see Better Man, because you portray, as a monkey, you portray yourself in this movie how a lot of people would live their life but don't know how to express their feelings. But you express it so well, and it is unbelievably done.
Well, thank you very much. First off, thank you. Secondly, it's made me laugh in my mind that we've spent 120 million to get you to have an emotion.
It was worth it, though.
It's a win.
That's all it took was 120 million to make you feel something.
Yeah, it was so powerful.
Now, look, you know, the people that do go see this movie are absolutely loving it. 98% audience rating on Rotten Tomatoes, 93% on the critics. And I'm just getting these very, very long emails and texts from people that have seen the movie. Now, normally when I put something out, especially music or whatever, nobody ever reaches out. But if I put a documentary out, then I wake up and there's 25 emails. I put out a film, and I'm getting the same amount of emails every day of people that are seeing it. And they're writing these really long, like, I saw your movie, OMG, OMG, OMG. Let me just tell you that, you know, my relationship with my father, or my relationship with myself, or I can't believe how you nailed this, and I can't believe da 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 da. It is having a profound effect on the people
100%.
that watch it. And I know something special is happening, and I'm incredibly grateful. And you know, if it costs 120 to get you to have another emotion, I think that's money well.
Robbie, I mean, we all feel like we've lived with you, grown up with you. We've known you from such a young age, and you've shared so much. When you were when you knew or you were in pre-production, were there things that you were worried about sharing, or were there things that were off the table, or even since the release and everyone's watched it, have you heard from people in your life who's like, oh, I wish you hadn't put that in?
No, not at all. I am on the spectrum, and I don't know which part of the spectrum or what spectrum, but I exist in a place that hasn't got the intellect to know which bit to share and not share about myself, because, you know, like it takes me all of my powers just to not go, my hemorrhoids are playing up. Do you want to have a look at them? Yeah. And, you know, so I find it very, very easy to go, here's my soul, here's my heart, here are all the good bits, here are all the bad bits. But I and people respond to it because, you know, I think that in an age where there's so much authenticity from like you guys in Australia, from radio and TV, you're authentic, but we're still dying for more and authenticity everywhere else in the world, and maybe in Australia too. So I think that when people see a story or hear a song that resonates with authenticity, then people soak it up. And I think that that's what's happening with the film, is it's authentic. People are soaking it up.
Now, is this true? You speak about the 120 million you spent. Is it true that 10 million just went for no reason at all other than the Queen died when you booked out? The rock DJ, she died on that night. You hired the whole street in England. Everything was going to be perfect. You're about to shoot the production for the film, and then the Queen died, and you had to lose everything, and it was 10 million worth.
Which was rude of her.
Yeah,
if I may.
What are the chances?
Yeah, God bless her. So yeah, we did. We got all the licenses from the shops. We got in contact with the government and the council, and, you know, we shut everything down. And we had Regent Street, which is one of the main veins that runs through the centre of London. And we're all ready to film. And then the Queen, bless her, pegged it. And we didn't have insurance for dying. Yeah, there's no Queen dying bit in the contract. So we then had to go out and find the money again. And this is not a studio film. It's an independent film. And so, you know, we had to go and whore ourselves out. Some of us literally, including myself, to go and find the money.
Wow. Over insurance. You must have seen that Luigi bloke in America and thought, I get it. I lost 10 mil.
Yeah, but, you know, I'm going to say something really bad then, but I won't. Yeah, it's just what it is and what it was, and it makes that scene in the movie all the more richer for how difficult it was to actually make it.
Yeah,
of course. Better Man in cinemas now and filmed here in Melbourne. Robbie, we love your connection to Melbourne, even if it's all in our head, but we really believe you are bonded to this place. Even I'm sitting across right now from a Carlton and AFL superstar, and we know you love Carlton. You're a Carlton man.
I am Carlton's international ambassador.
Yeah, big dog.
And I love it. You know, I mean, originally in like 1989, Channel 4 in the UK started playing AFL, and it was like Sunday morning, and I was just like, this is insane. And I'd never seen anything like it, and I thought that it was hugely entertaining. And then I think Channel 4 stopped playing it or whatever, and then it just floated off into the background of my memory until my love affair started with Australia. And then I was just like, well, now I've got to get involved with some form of the culture. Okay, I like AFL. Which team am I going to support? And then I just floated around for a bit, but then, you know, your team picks you, you don't pick it. And for whatever reason, Carlton picked me, and I'm in, and I love the housery. I love, because I every now and again I'll do those videos and me singing
In bed.
In bed.
Yeah, in bed. And I want to do more of those, but it's a great game. It's a great game. And there's two things about the game that I'm conflicted about. Is like the game should be bigger around the world.
Yeah.
But then if the game was bigger around the world, it wouldn't be as perfect as it is.
Yeah. A truer word's never been spoken. What year do you think that you started to go for Carlton? Was it about 9 years ago, you reckon?
I would say, I don't know, like properly about 4 years ago.
Yeah, because I interviewed you at the Langham in Sydney about 8 to 9 years ago, and I brought you a Carlton jumper with my number on it. And
that's what did it.
Yeah.
No, that's what did it.
Yes.
What did it.
I gave you a Carlton jumper with 25 on the back with my name on it.
Bit of Fev
and
merch.
I gave it to you because I'm a Hall of Famer, obviously. And you said, this is my new team. I love the footy and I used to watch it, but I haven't watched it for ages. And then you started singing songs about the players that are now. And I'm like, why wouldn't you have sung a song about me? Jesus.
Okay, so you've just triggered the memory.
Yeah.
You're the reason I support Carlton. Thank you.
And I've
The
been
Loge.
telling this, and Vossi's hanging out with her, your best mates with all these other people, and I'm like, I introduced him to Carlton. It was me. But anyway.
Can I just say thank you? Thank you.
When you come back to Melbourne, and I think they're going to have a good year. They'll finish top 4. They should. They had a few injuries the last couple of days. They've got a few blokes that have got a season ending already in training, which is awful. But if they make the finals, or if you come to Melbourne, I would love to take you to the footy and to give you a great experience.
Okay, well, if they make the finals, I'm coming and we're going.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Fev might be the only other man other than you that gets stopped as much. Like, you'll both get stopped as much going into the game. Just quickly, Robbie, can we play a quick game with you? This is a bit of fun. It's called NewsBusters. And all you have to say, you don't have to give a long-winded story or explain them, but these are just headlines about your life over the years that probably obviously aren't in Better Man. But here we go. Williams, so intoxicated at a party, he humiliated himself in front of U2's Bono. True or false?
That is true. But there was several times when I embarrassed myself in front of Bono. I embarrassed myself in front of Bono loads. So I was on loads of mushrooms at his house one morning, 7:00 in the morning, and I was looking at the best painting that had ever existed, and I was like, of course Bono's got the best painting that's ever existed. And then Bono appeared out of nowhere, and I'm like, Bono, this painting's the best painting I've ever seen. And he went, Robbie, that's the window.
I reckon I've been there before.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right, Robbie, next one. True or false? Robbie admits to several onstage toilet incidents.
Yeah. I've sharted several times, and only a few of them by accident.
Oh, wow.
No more. Fev.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but there was quite a few of them where it was like, oh, this is so much fun, I might as well do it again.
Okay. Williams once caught STI from gym equipment.
STI from gym equipment. That's what I told the missus. And she bought it.
Well done.
I actually, the truth is, I don't know that one.
No.
I genuinely don't know.
Hey, just a quick one. You are in South Africa, and I know in England they love Celebrity Get Me Out of Here, The Jungle. I've been on it. Now, are you making a guest appearance? I've heard they're filming live now in South Africa. Are you going to enter the jungle for a day or two dressed as a monkey?
Oh, I'm just looking at my,
I know
my
you.
manager.
Should I say this or shouldn't I?
No, that's not happening, but I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a great
love
idea
that.
too. They're actually filming right now in the
Yeah,
jungle.
you could turn up.
Australian celebrities.
Let me ask you, how did you get on in there?
Well, I was in there.
He won.
I
He was
won.
the king of the jungle.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
40 days
congratulations.
in the jungle.
How much weight did you lose?
I lost 20 kilos.
Oh.
I probably should go back in.
How long did it take you to put it back on?
About 3 days.
You know, no, they say when you come out that you shouldn't eat fast, but of course you probably did eat fast.
Yeah.
Did it have a? Did it do things to you coming out and just loading back up?
Yeah, straight away you got your favourite meal. So I had a beautiful eye fillet steak, some mashed some veggies with heaps of gravy and a toasted sandwich. Bang, 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 spewed it up, felt sick. And then I went and got $100 worth of KFC because I love KFC. And that made me feel real crook.
Yeah.
So I didn't eat for a couple of days and then I gradually got back into it.
Would you do it again?
No, because I've won it. So if I go back in and I lose, I won't be the king anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, Robbie
it.
Williams, we couldn't love you more. You
Amazing.
are, I think we can all agree, our favourite guest on this show
Yeah.
every time you come on.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much. That means a lot.
Oh, no,
God
you
bless
really
you.
are. You are wonderful. And Better Man, it is in cinemas now. Get out and see it. And the Better Man original motion picture soundtrack, you can also get that. We can't wait to get out here, Robbie. And as we said, we'd love to take you to a Carlton game when you
100%.
are here.
See you in the finals.
Yes.
We'll see you on Channel 10, the Celebrity Get Me Out of Here in a couple of weeks.
I'm asking my manager now whether I should do that or not. He said he's all over it. He's all over it.
Thanks, Robbie Williams.
Robbie.
Cheers,
Thanks,
Robbie.
All right. Take care, guys.
Go the Blues.
Bye, mate.